Hey, what's happening? These are me, the Guy01. Welcome to this week's versus episode on the Walkthrough channel. This week, it's the man, Becky Lynch, against the role model, Bayley. It is our weekly birthday versus, and we only had 2 birthdays this week, so it's kind of slim pickings. It was Becky Lynch's birthday on January 30th. She turned 36. And it was Ronda Rousey's birthday, February 1st. She also turned 36. Now, so, like I was saying, I could have done Becky versus Ronda, but Ronda's not in this game. Well, she is in this game, but as DLC, and I have not actually gotten any of the DLCs other than, like, the Undertaker DLC, which I didn't actually pay for. I got for free, with the version of 2K22 I got. Yeah, so I haven't gotten any of the other DLCs, like the NWO DLC, or any of the others. And with 2K23 coming out next month, it kind of seems like a waste of money to go and buy a DLC for this game at this point. So we're doing Becky Lynch versus Bayley, which is Becky Lynch's current feud. And besides birthday, there was also the news of the passing of Lanny Poffo, the brother of Macho Man Randy Savage. He passed away February 2nd at the age of 68. So, rest in peace to the genius. Now, we got a lot to talk about. We got 3 shows to talk about, and a lot of stuff happened in each, so let's jump right in. Starting with the Royal Rumble, Bray Wyatt beat LA Knight in the Lights Out match, which was basically just a match contested under a black light. Both LA Knight and Wyatt had specialized gear to illuminate. Wyatt even had face paint, which illuminated under the black light. After the match, Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy, yes, 2 separate people, attacked LA Knight, which was interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see if Bray and Uncle Howdy share the ring at some point. That'd be a fun tag team. Bianca Belair beat Alexa Bliss to retain the Raw Women's title. In the Women's Royal Rumble, there were several returns from WWE alumni. I believe Michelle McCool made a return, but the big return of the night was that of Nia Jax, who hasn't been seen in 2 years, I want to say. So fans weren't exactly excited to see her, but it was surprising. Rhea Ripley broke the record for most eliminations by a woman in the Women's Royal Rumble. Both Rhea and Liv broke the record for the longest amount of time for a woman spent in a Royal Rumble, both exceeding the hour mark. Rhea lasted longer though, as Rhea went on to win the entire Royal Rumble, meaning that she will face one of the women's champions at WrestleMania, which is what happened 3 years ago at the 2020 Royal Rumble, which then led to her facing Charlotte and losing. Oh no, Charlotte won that Royal Rumble. Charlotte won the 2020 and then beat Rhea for the. That's right. Yeah, I completely messed that up. I guess. Oh jeez. She came down quick. Whoop. There you go. Here we go. Yeah, so I completely messed up that whole narrative. Charlotte won the 2020 Royal Rumble and then challenged Rhea for NXT title, which she then beat her for, which still doesn't make sense. Moving on to the men's Royal Rumble, there were several notable returns, including Edge, Logan Paul, and of course Cody Rhodes, who wasn't a surprise return but was the biggest one of the night. Of all people, Logan Paul actually made a pretty big impact in the men's Royal Rumble, having a very notable spot with Ricochet where both of them did springboard clotheslines and collide in the center of the ring, reminiscent of that moment of Paul diving on Roman from Crown Jewel. He also eliminated Seth Rollins, which was big. But that kind of got overshadowed by that whole Ricochet moment. But hey, there's a feud there. Maybe that's going to be Rollins' WrestleMania moment, or WrestleMania feud. And Walter ended up breaking the men's record for most time spent in a Rumble, a record previously held by Rey Mysterio and Daniel Bryan, lasting over 70 minutes in the Rumble. And I'm sure it came to the surprise to no one that Cody Rhodes ended up winning the Royal Rumble, meaning that he will face the WWE Undisputed Champion at WrestleMania. Which, yeah, that surprised no one. Uh-oh. No. Oh, no, you don't. Ooh. Boom. In the final match of the night, Roman Reigns beat Kevin Owens to retain the WWE Undisputed title. Afterwards, the Bloodline started beating down on Owens. Reigns handed a chair to Sami Zayn and told him that he wanted him to finish Owens off, basically take him out. Sami initially seemed to refuse. Reigns got in his face basically saying, "Do what I say," and then turned his back to Zayn, who then nailed Reigns in the back with a steel chair, Seth Rollins style. That was probably the moment of the night. I mean, forget the whole Rhea winning or Cody Rhodes winning. This was the moment of the night. Zayn turning his back on Roman and attacking him. So after hitting Reigns with the chair, Zayn was then attacked by Jimmy and Solo Sikoa, but Jay never actually took place in the post-match beatdown, basically refusing to attack Zayn. And Jay ended up actually just walking out, basically saying I can't do this anymore. And just kind of leaves. So that whole post-match segment, that was the moment of the night. That's what everyone's going to remember from this Rumble. Whoop. Moving on to Raw. Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio confronted Cody Rhodes, who cut a promo on his Royal Rumble victory. Ow. Ow. That hurt. Oh, you know. Get off me. Drop kick. Alright. Edge then came out and helped Cody Rhodes fight off Judgment Day. Seth Rollins beat Chad Gable to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. And she's out. Yeah, just like that, we were already, literally one day after the Royal Rumble, we were already hyping up Elimination Chamber. Ow. Get off my... Oop. Powerbomb. Ooh, powerbomb on the floor. That's gotta hurt. Io Sky beat Candice LeRae. Rhea Ripley cut a promo officially challenging Charlotte for her SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania. So we're going to get a repeat of the 2020 WrestleMania. That's what made me think about it earlier when I said that this is what happened, 3 years earlier. Hopefully this time Rhea ends up actually winning. But we'll see. With Triple H now in charge, there's more hope than if, Vince was in charge. Another powerbomb. Johnny Gargano beat Baron Corbin to qualify for Elimination Chamber. Rick Boogs returned and beat The Miz in basically a squash match. Bronson Reed beat Dolph Ziggler to qualify for Elimination Chamber. They're really hyping up Bronson Reed. Let's see. The main event, Cody Rhodes faced Finn Balor, the two former Bullet Club members, two former Bullet Club leaders fighting each other. Edge and Beth Phoenix brawled with the Judgment Day at ringside, and the distraction allowed Cody to beat Finn Balor to close out the show. Moving on to SmackDown, Braun Strowman and Ricochet beat Imperium to get a title shot against the Usos. This whole tagged out tournament thing was kind of weird. I mean, they really, I don't know, this whole thing with, having these two single wrestlers who just kind of randomly team together win the whole thing. I don't know, that doesn't seem right. And, with the whole bloodline drama thing, they could very well be the ones to beat the Usos and end their, record-setting title reign. And that would feel wrong, too. And also kind of puts that whole, their whole title reign in kind of question, because, with something like that, a record-setting title reign deserves a huge payoff, but I get the feeling it's going to end with just basically Jay and Jimmy not being able to get along. And, maybe one of them making a mistake or just infighting that leads to them losing, and that, I don't know, that feels kind of cheap in a way, of a way to end that title reign. I feel like it needs a big blow-off match, and whoever beats them, it needs to be legit. But I don't know, that's just me. And yeah, it should definitely not be Braun and Ricochet, but, that means that Jimmy and Jay have to successfully defend it against Braun and Ricochet. So, I don't know what they're going to do there. Charlotte Flair beat Sonya Deville to retain the SmackDown Women's Championship. The Viking Raiders beat Butch and Ridge Holland. Afterwards, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus came out to take out the Viking Raiders. Natalya beat Zelina Vega, Shotzi, and Shayna Baszler to qualify for the Women's Elimination Chamber. That came out of nowhere. I mean, really? I mean, no offense to Natalya, but I mean, she hasn't been like a legitimate contender for years. I mean, she's not gonna win. Already she's not gonna win. So, I don't know why they didn't just go with someone like Baszler or Shotzi. I mean, they've been repeatedly trying to build those two up for a bit. And the final segment of the night, Roman Reigns came out for a promo, basically addressing the whole bloodline drama. Basically saying how Zayn ripped his family apart. Zayn then came out of nowhere and attacked Roman Reigns, left him laying in the ring, before challenging him for basically challenging him for the undisputed title at Elimination Chamber. Zayn then got attacked by Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso. Afterwards, Reigns accepted his challenge for a title match at Elimination Chamber. Now, this actually brings me to a point that I wanted to kind of talk about earlier, and I kind of assumed it was the direction that they were going to go. But, you know, Cody wins the Royal Rumble. Okay, he's going to be in the main event of WrestleMania to fight Reigns for the title. But then Zayn attacks him, you know, in the moment of the night, and could be a potential moment of the year already. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be posing, Bayley. Maybe you should just go for it. Boom. Alright, yeah, so like I was saying before with the whole thing with Cody and then Zayn, it's like, I mean, yeah, Cody wins, so he should be the main event, but, you know, the whole Bloodline storyline, like I've said before, is the biggest storyline in wrestling. So it makes sense to have, you know, Zayn versus Reigns at Mania for the title, too. I mean, that's like a year-long story that's going into that match. So this makes me wonder if WWE do the thing where basically Reigns defends both titles in the same night. Like, he defends the Universal Championship against Zayn, and then the WWE title against Cody, like in a co-main event kind of thing. And then, you know, with Zayn, cause that's what I thought they might do, like, because, you know, there has to be a blow-off match between Zayn and Reigns, and I don't think it's going to be at Elimination Chamber. That's like this story deserves a bigger stage than that. I mean, that's like a Mania match, with all like the story and drama going into that. I mean, that should be something like that headlines WrestleMania, in my opinion. So who knows, maybe they do like the whole day 1, day 2 thing, where day 1 Reigns defends against Zayn, day 2 he defends against Cody. Both titles or one title on each day. I can see them doing that. They really shouldn't blow it off this quickly. They just shouldn't blow it off at like a month, like at Elimination Chamber. That just feels like too quick to end that story. But who knows, we'll see. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and make me visit all the time. Stay tuned for next week's Versus, and next week where we finish Lego Batman 2, our Lego Batman 2 DC Super Bros free play walkthrough. Hope you guys enjoyed. DC Guy01 and the man, Becky Lynch, signing out. Bye, guys.